Welcome, Pisces, to your monthly Power Path Tarot reading, a monthly tarot and astrology series created to help you unlock clarity, trust your intuition, and take aligned action. In these monthly readings, we explore 4 key dimensions: career and wealth, shadow work, past life insight, and then action strategy to help you stay grounded, empowered, and on your soul path. My name is Heather Ellis, and I created this series to help you build self-trust and navigate life's shifts with purpose. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, and whether you are here for the first time or are a longtime subscriber, welcome to the DogStar Astrology and Tarot Pack. Now, let's dive in and explore what the universe has in store for you this month, Pisces. Pisces, we are going to begin with your career and wealth, and then we will dive into your shadow block. So what is holding you back? And then we will look at your past life insight. So what gifts did you incarnate with? What talents? And then we will wrap up with an action strategy card. So I'm doing my own version of a Celtic cross, one that I've made up and created, and what the cards mean that support this kind of a layout, and I will explain the cards as I pull them. But the first 5 cards are going to be for your career and wealth. So this first card represents you. This card here is representing week 1 for your career and wealth. This is week 2. This is week 3, and this is week 4 for the month of August. I'm just checking my camera up there where I have the cards where I can see them, so I can make sure that you can see all the cards. Okay. And then as we go up here, this card here is going to be your shadow block. So this is what is holding you back. How are you holding yourself back? And then this one here is going to be your past life insight. So it's your karmic gifts, your lessons, when your soul incarnated, what talents were you born with and did you come into this world with? And then this last one is, we will be pulling a clarifier for that one. That one is your action strategy. Okay, and you got the devil. So this is what you need to do to maximize the benefits for this month. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Pisces, we're going to start with you and your energy. So you are the Hierophant. So what I'm really seeing here is if you want, now let me take a step back and let me just talk about when I talk about career and wealth, what that means. Because I know not all of you are going to be employed, right? Some of you are homemakers. Some of you just may not be working right now. And then others of you could be retired. So when we talk about career, it doesn't necessarily mean a job where you're working for another person. These can be your passion projects. It can be what you are known for in the community, your reputation. Okay, so that's how that can play out for those of you who do not have a career or are not working. Or maybe you're in school. So it's your work ethic that as it applies to school and the benefits you're receiving from that. So there are different ways that can play out, but I just use the word career because as a blanket statement because it is just the easiest one to explain. And then when we talk about wealth, this is your finances. So it can be your financial investments, so money opportunities. It can also be about your property and your possessions because they can translate into wealth too. They are the things that make us feel safe, secure, and stable in this world. And that's really what we're talking about when we talk about money and finances. So getting back to this, Pisces, you have the Hierophant. So when it comes to your career, your money, your finances here, you are the Hierophant. You are that guide. You are the resource. You are the go-to person. You have this commanding authority, but it's also based on your experience and traditional wisdom and knowledge. So some of you could actually even be working in an organization and you could be a manager. Perhaps that's a role that you want to become and evolve into, where you want to be management or a supervisor or a team leader or something like that, but you want to be known as the guru, the person to go to, the person that has the wisdom and knowledge keeper. Okay, so that is your energy here. In your first week, you had the Seven of Wands. So I just want to say, for some of you, especially in the career environment, you may need to be defending yourself. So people are coming at you in some kind of a way. So this could be someone is trying to undermine you at work. This could be someone is backstabbing you. This could be someone is just spreading gossip or rumors about you, and you're needing to defend your position. For those of you where it's not that catty or dramatic, this can also be where maybe you're pitching an idea at work and people are on the fence about whether or not, do we invest in this? Does this sound like a good idea? And you really need to defend your position. Remember, go back to the features and benefits of your plan and why it's such a good idea and why they would be wise to go with it and how it is an advantage to the company or the customers, whatever that is. But you are still defending your position, okay? And that's what you have for the first week. In the second week, we have the King of Cups. You are a water sign, so you naturally exude this creativity, this intuition, and this emotional connection and depth, and having compassion for other people, because this is the King of Cups, but this is a leader too. So again, I really feel like for some of you, you are stepping into some kind of leadership role. So whether or not it might not be official, you might not officially be a manager or a supervisor, but perhaps you're taking on a project at work where you're collaborating with other people and you're being seen as the leader, or you're the one that's kind of running the project and other people you're collaborating with other people, but you're still the lead, right? But there's some kind of authority here where you are the one in charge. And so this is very nice, but I like that it's the King of Cups because you have this compassionate, empathetic kind of way about you, and anyone that is below you or anyone that is you are collaborating with, you help to elevate them, you help to teach them, guide them, and bring them up and make them believe in themselves. So this is a very nurturing kind of leadership energy, and I like this for you. And that's what you have going on at work. And then as we get into the third week, you had the Queen of Swords. So this is really, I feel like this is also kind of linking back to that first week where some of that could be coming around, because before where you were defending yourself, especially if you were involved where people were trying to undermine you, because the Queen of Swords is a card of independence. She is very independent, but she also uses that sword of truth to cut through people's BS. So I feel like, there's some people that are, let's see, they're trying to like win you over with their words, flattery, right? It's not very sincere though, and you are seeing through it, right? There's some BS going on around you at work. People are, yeah, they're just trying to stroke your ego in a way or to appeal to you that way, and it's not working because again, you have this sword of truth. You're seeing through it, and you're going to call them out on it, and you should be calling them out on it. With this Queen of Swords. But another thing too is you're also looking at carving your own path, right? It's like you're going your own way. The Queen of Swords is very independent. You are using that logic and reason. You are strategizing. You are strategizing at work. How can I make the most of the situation, of my career, of the opportunities that are afforded me, and how can I take advantage of that and make the most of it in a very strategic and practical kind of way. And you're mapping that out. And again, you see it very clearly. So whatever your end goal is, you can see it very clearly, and you're not getting distracted by the BS going on around you. And then we wrap up the month with the Hanging Man. So interesting energy here. This is like, the Hanging Man, you're removing yourself from the situation, turning yourself upside down so you can see everything from a different perspective. So I feel like with that Queen of Swords, as you move from week 3 into week 4, you've gotten some clarity and some insight. I also think you have found out some truths about the people that are, surrounding you, and you're just seeing the whole situation from a different perspective, so you can make some very clear decisions. Another thing too, that the Hanging Man can also be a card of self-sacrifice. I do want you to be Yeah, be aware with that one, or beware with that one, because I don't want to see you being a martyr, Pisces, in the workplace or when it comes to money, career, finances. So, yeah, so just be careful of that. Just a note. And now when we move into these cards here, so this first one here is your this is your shadow block, so what's holding you back, and you have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is a positive card. It's a wish fulfillment card, right? So it's being emotionally satisfied, your emotional needs being met, emotionally happy. It's a card of happiness, success, and again, wish fulfillment card. But this is the thing, and I feel like this is actually kind of linked to the Hanging Man. It's like when it's in this position as a shadow block, and what is blocking you, this means that you are seeing things through rose-colored glasses. So be aware of that. Where are you seeing the truths? Where, and just not even the truths, but the situation clearly, right? And this can be in your money, work, finances, but this can also be in your relationships. It can also be in your health. It can be in your day-to-day life, or all of the above. But there's something that you are refusing to see clearly, and you are like, yeah, you don't want to look at it very honestly. You want to, yeah, it's like almost like that Neptunian energy, right? Where you're keeping the veil over your eyes because you deliberately don't want to see it for what it is. It's a daydreamy kind of energy here, and so do watch that. You do need to, and this is where, in that fourth week in particular, I think you will any shadow work that you do throughout the month, you're going to really see some advances in that. I'm going to actually say the third week and the fourth week, because that Queen of Swords energy will help you to see things very clearly. And that Hanging Man energy, you'll see things from a different perspective. And that is like that veil, like completely lifting, and those rose-colored glasses finally like completely coming off, so you can see quite clearly what is going on around you. And I feel like it's about intentions of others. I am getting this sense that you're choosing not to see someone for who and what they really are. So this could be in your relationships, so friendships, coworkers, colleagues. Could be in your romantic relationships as well. It's going to be different for each of you, but just know that, and that's what I'm really getting for a lot of you, that's what that is. And then we move into your strengths. So this is your past life insight. So this is your karmic gift. When you incarnated into this world, Pisces, these are the natural gifts and talents that you were born with from all your experiences of past lives. And you have the Three of Wands. And I'm seeing this as optimism. Three of Wands is a card where you've taken some action and initiative, and you've put stuff out there, right? Your passions, your creativity, your inspiration, you've done something with it, and you've put things out into the world. And now you're standing at the shore waiting for, you can see your ships coming in. You can see some of the outcomes from the actions that you've done. This is also a card of travel too. But this is what I mean by hope and optimism. Like you are naturally, because this is your talents, your gifts. And so it's that optimistic viewpoint that, you've done something, and you're excited because you can see things coming to you. So that's that optimistic side. So you are a very positive person. Naturally, you are optimistic. You do tend to see the glasses as half full, not half empty, and that can work to your advantage. And you can use that because people will come to you. They see you as this positive light, and this puts a positive vibration. It elevates your vibration and creates this energy of abundance around you when you come from that space and come from your heart space. So I do like this for you, and that is your natural talent and ability, is this optimism. Also, Pisces, you are ruled by, in modern astrology, you're ruled by Neptune, but in traditional astrology, you are ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion and optimism. So no surprise that you have that there. Also the planet of luck. But and then we move into your action strategy. So these are steps to elevate your month, to work with this energy. The devil is such an odd one to have here. But because this usually represents the things that hold us back, right? It represents our addictions, our toxic relationships or toxic energies, the things that bind us and keep us from being the best versions of ourselves. So that's what the devil usually represents. But here's another side to the devil. The devil can represent materialism, ego, being egotistical, being like full of ourselves, being a bit of a narcissist. And so how I'm seeing this as an advantage for you or as your action strategy is this fearless confidence. Okay? Pisces, let's be honest, you have a tendency because of your compassionate and nurturing nature, an idealistic nature. You do have a tendency to kind of be the martyr or to let people overstep their boundaries with you. And it's always coming from a heart space, right? A space of wanting to help others. But it means that sometimes people can walk all over you and take advantage of that. So, what I'm seeing with the devil here is the action strategy is like, no more, putting your foot down and being very like, no, I'm putting my needs first for once, right? I'm going to do what I want. I can, and having that confidence in yourself to say no to others and set those boundaries. And that's how I see that as your action strategy for this month, especially when you see that Queen of Swords there too. And you have that King of Cups. Like it's, and when you start off the month with that Seven of Wands of needing to defend yourself, part of that is setting up those boundaries, right? Healthy boundaries. But it's almost like, yeah, I'm not going to let you walk all over me anymore. I'm taking pride in myself and what I do. I'm confident in my abilities. And like, no more. I'm not going to be the martyr. I'm not going to be the victim. I'm not going to let you take advantage of me. And I'm really feeling like that's how the devil plays out as an advantage, as your action strategy, Pisces. Please comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on that and how that plays out for you. And I am going to just pull a clarifier for it because I kind of do want to see. Okay, and what do we have? We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I mean the Five of Pentacles is a card of like literally being left out in the cold, right? Loss. And I feel like it's you know, you lose when people take advantage of you when it's pieces of yourself that you lose because you know because you're not setting those boundaries. And yeah, I really feel like that is what the devil is telling you to do is that if you don't learn to, you know, put yourself first, be more materialistic, going after what you want, not what others want you to go after, right? That when you do that, if you don't do that, you will suffer the Five of Pentacles energy where you are left out in the cold, you're left behind, you feel like you have nowhere to go, and yeah, this feeling of loss. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pull three oracle cards for you, Pisces. And the first one is an Abundance Attractor oracle card, and we have instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. So that is your message. It's being attuned to the moment, Pisces, and not fretting or worrying too much about the future. Okay. And the next card is going to be your Mystic Forest Oracle card. And we have Make Room. Okay, create space to welcome positive change into your life. Let go of everything that doesn't align with the future you are creating. And again, I really feel like this is about setting those boundaries, that doesn't align. You're no longer going to be the martyr. You're no longer going to be the victim of other people. And it's time for you to step into your light, Pisces, and to own it and to claim it and to fearlessly go after it with confidence. And yeah, just put yourself first. And the final one I'm pulling is the Magic of You Oracle. So Pisces, what is your magic? What is your magic this month? And we have solitude. Okay, alone but not lonely. Okay. So even if you are cutting people out, or sorry, not cutting people out, but setting boundaries, it doesn't mean that you're cutting them out of your life. Okay. It's just setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, and saying no when you want to say no. If it's not in your best interest, you can say no. And you are safe to do that, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please comment below. I'd love to hear what you thought of this layout and how these cards played out. It does help my channel grow, but it also helps me to know that you are enjoying this kind of content and to continue with the monthly readings in this style. Another thing, if you can please do this for me, is subscribe and click on that notification bell, because when you subscribe and hit the notification, you'll be notified when the September monthly readings come out, as well as the weekly updates if you want those, as well as my Learning to Read Tarot series, where I talk about one card at a time. But even more important than that, the September monthly reading, I'm so excited about this. I'm going to be adding one more layer to this reading, and that is an astrology insight. So what that will be is a 30-second to a minute overview of the transits that are going on in the sky, as well as the aspects of the planet and how they relate to your sign. So it'll just be a quick little synopsis and forecast, and before or after we jump into the cards, and I will make sure they're time stamped as well. And yeah, so I'm bringing that forward, so please join me in September. I'm so excited about that, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you next month, Pisces. Take care.